Chris 420 Blaze It, the first person to ever invent weed cigarettes. So today I wanted to do a little Q&A because one of my videos is going viral about why I invented weed cigarettes. And there's a lot of fun comments on there. It's got a lot of views. It's got like 40,000 views right now. And it also has a lot of hater comments. People saying, oh, filters are stupid. You're not the first one to create, weed cigarettes and all this, that, and the other. I'm going to connect my Wi-Fi, by the way, so it might cut out for a second. But yeah, so everyone's got their own opinions on whether or not weed cigs are good. And so I'm just here to answer any questions. Firstly, before we move on, I'm actually going to check the live on my phone to make sure the audio is working, so we don't have technical difficulties and I go through this whole thing without any audio. So yeah, what's up, guys? We're doing a THCa Q&A and also a weed cigs Q&A. I am the inventor of the weed cig. So if you have any questions about weed cigs, let me know and I will be happy to answer your questions. Just leave it down in the chat. So if you have any questions about weed cigs, let me know and I will be happy to answer your questions. Just leave it down in the chat. Cool. So I'm going to read the comments from here. But anyways, so yeah, the first thing I want to talk about, people say, oh, you're not the first one to invent weed cigarettes. Like you're capping, bro. Like, oh, that's already been done. Well, yeah, obviously I'm not the first person to put weed in a cigarette tube, right? By the way, I'm talking about this product right here, weed cigarettes. It's going kind of viral right now. Pretty cool. It's the very first package of THCa or weed cigarettes that are filtered joints, basically, to be 20 in a pack and also extremely affordable. So the sheer amount of cannabis you get for the price is just like insane, right? So that's really the value add of the product. And it's such dope packaging. The only downside is like it's hard to read under certain lighting because it's like got the shimmer effect. I've been watching since the beginning. His labs are the best I've seen so far. Cheers. Appreciate you, bro. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm technically not the first person to create weed cigs, right? Like, because obviously people can get their own cigarette tube and put weed in it. And other companies and dispensaries have experimented with doing it. But from what I've seen, nobody's made 20 weed cigarettes in a single pack. Nobody's made 20 literal just weed joints in a pack that are filtered and it looks like a cigarette. It smokes like a cigarette. And they also like get you high and it's like good weed. So I haven't seen any companies do that. Most of what I've seen the competition do is they'll sell like 5 in a pack or like 10 in the pack is the most I've seen. And then it's only available in dispensaries and it's like not widely available. So when I say I invented the weed cig, I'm saying that to like get more views because people are like, what, you didn't say that? And then like I get more watch time. But like I technically kind of invented the first THCa cigarette. So basically what I mean by that is I made the first pack of weed cigarettes that's available nationally in America. So like basically, since this is THCa hemp, it can be bought, sold in states where they don't have dispensaries, right? Like anywhere where they sell hemp products, like Texas, for example, you can buy these weed cigs, right? They could be sold at smoke shops. And really the main goal that would be dope as shit is to have these weed cigs right next to the Camels and the Marlboros and whatnot. And like, it's like an option, you know what I mean? Like, I want it to be a cigarette option. Like, oh, head over to the gas station, grab like a pack of beer, some, tobacco cigarettes, and also grab some weed cigarettes while you're at it. Like that's kind of the vibe. It's supposed to be a casual buy. It's not supposed to be like, oh, bro, like that's got to be like super exotic moon rocks. I only smoke dabs. Okay, this product is not for you. This is for the casual smoker. They want to bum a weed cig to their friends. Like, oh, bro, I want to hit a weed cig. Oh, here, just get your own cig. It's not a big deal. Bum them a cigarette because what's the alternative? The best next product that I could think of close to a weed cigarette would be like a joint, right? So it's like, what do you do with the joint? You pass it around. Like here, you want to hit, everyone pass it around. Next thing you know, 5 people hit it. By the time it gets to you, it's all like wet and sloppy on the tip. With a weed cigarette, it's so cheap and convenient that everyone can just get their own cig to smoke, bro. Like you don't need to share. You know, that's the nice thing about it. You don't need to share weed cigs because it's so cost effective, bro. Like each joint comes out to like $1.25. So like you're not going to be tweaking about giving someone a joint, you know, or giving someone their own, you know, weed cigarette. Where with the joint, you might have paid $10, $15 for that thing. And you know, so that's just like the mindset behind it. Like, let's read some of these comments. Yo, you are the GOAT. Thanks for the info. Got you, bro. Do you smoke your own product? I do smoke my own product. To be honest, the only really product I've been smoking lately is weed cigs. And I know that sounds like, oh, you're just saying that because it's your product. But to be honest, as a business owner, I can't like get crazy like stoned on the daily, right? So my tolerance is naturally super low. So the nice thing about weed cigarettes is I can literally, dude, I'm not even kidding. Like on the weekends, I like to do this on the weekends. So I finish my workday on Friday and then I like pop out a weed cig. I kid you not, I take like 3 hits and like then I have to put the cigarette out and I'm like fucking good. Like I'm stoned after 3 hits. And it's like really smooth. I don't cough at all. So it's super nice because like you don't feel like, dude, you know, like after you dab, like your throat just like burns, bro. That's why I like never like dabbing, just because like I feel like dabs just like hurt your throat, and the weed cigarettes just never hurt my throat. That's what I like about it. And it's like just super convenient. You know, I take like 2-3 hits and then I just go back to doing something else. I don't like sit around smoking all day. So like I kind of made weed cigs as a product that I would personally enjoy and like fits my lifestyle. Like, you know, when I'm chilling with friends, like, oh, what is that? Like, oh, here, have a cig. You bum them a cig, bro. Bro, you go to a bar or a club, you bring these weed cigarettes, like, dude, like everyone's gonna be your friend, bro. Like they're like, what? You just bummed me a whole joint? Like what? Like that's like unheard of, bro. Like that's so sick, you know? So yeah, if you guys have any questions about you know, the weed cigarettes, this is a Q&A, so go ahead and ask. Are they available now? What's the link? So I cannot drop any links on here, unfortunately, but if you Google weed cigs THCa, you will be able to find it on Google very easily. It's like the first option on Google. Weed cigs THCa on Google if you want to look it up. They are available now. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions whatsoever, drop them in the chat now. Will there be more strains in the future? Yeah, there will be more strains in the future. We're actually dropping a new strain next month. But the thing about dropping new strains is that it's super expensive, right? So we only started off with one strain, which is Gas Face. And it was like extremely fucking hard to get this business launched because just finding a way to manufacture it is so hard because shake would fall out. You need the right material to like fit in the tube without falling out. And then like it's just hard to find the machinery, and that we finally found a way to manufacture it. But the problem is it's high speed machinery. So you basically need like hundreds of pounds of flour just to be able to like do a run, or else it's like you have waste, right? Because when you have high speed machinery, there's tons of waste, and you don't want to be like, you know, like imagine you're only doing a run of like 50 pounds of like hemp or whatever, or THCA flour, and then it all gets wasted because the high speed machinery that requires hundreds of pounds just to like get a good run in without a lot of waste. So we ended up having to spend like tens of thousands of dollars just to basically get a single strain out. So yeah, we are coming out with a strain next month. We had to sell like a ton of product to basically re-up with that new strain. So we probably won't be able to release new strains like every couple months unless this like starts to sell a lot faster. You know what I mean? Nate Dog, what's up, brother? Thank you, appreciate it. Chris RR says 100. Nate Dog says 100. But yeah, yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm not the first person to invent weed cigarettes, right? I literally just say that facetiously. But in the hemp market, I'm the first person to make 20 joints in a pack that are filtered joints that look like cigarettes, and it's at an affordable price, and it could be nationally available. Okay. Got people calling me. Anyways, yeah, the first nationally available weed cigarette pack. Yeah, other dispensaries might have it. Oh, my dispensary sold this. That's been around for 10 years. I've made my own weed cigarettes by filling tubes with it. Okay, yeah, but the point is that nobody made that commercially available though, right? Like you could say you did it before whatever XYZ company, but you didn't make it a company. You know what I mean? So how much does a box go for? So with the coupon, it's $25 if you grab it with the coupon. So that comes out to $1.25 a joint. If you use the coupon on a carton, it ends up being I'm sorry. If you get a carton and use the discount, it ends up being $17.50 a box. So that's if you get the carton. For this, it's just 25. So 25 and then $17.50 a box. And then, I mean, dude, it's like 16 grams of weed in there. It's like more than a half ounce. I mean, if you would have said 10, 20 years ago, hey, you're going to get a half ounce for pre-rolled, half ounce of bud pre-rolled, like for $25, you've been like, what the fuck? Like a half ounce back then would have been like literally more than 100, bro. I mean, obviously, like this is in the form of like ground up bud. It's not like buds, right? It's ground up, but yeah, it's just like if you would have said that, if this would be a product back in like 2010, bro, this would be worth like fucking like $100 a pack. But like, yeah, so we're down to 25 and then $17.50 if you grab the discount. I might need to stop doing the discounts soon. Not soon, but like when it gets more popular with the smoke shops, because like there's this thing called being price competitive, right? So like, let's say a bunch of smoke, I have a distributor that distributes these, and let's say they sell it to all the smoke shops across America, and they're selling it for $40 a pack, which is still extremely worth it. I mean, $40 a pack, that's still $2 a joint. That's really not much. Most people pay $10 a joint, $15 a joint, so extremely affordable, even at $40 a pack. So let's say all the smoke shops are selling it for $40 a pack, but on my website, everyone's getting it for 25. Now they're going to get pissed and be like, yo, you're stealing my customers. I bought this product from you. I want to make a profit, but no one's coming back to my store. They're buying it from your online. So like I could see that happening. So I might need to raise the prices to be competitive in the future. But for now, I'm just trying to get the name out there. Right now, I'm keeping the price low. So for the people that like, want to get in on it early and say like, oh, bro, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And if for people that are on my email list, I might like low key, like sell it cheaper to them that are like sign up on my pop-up, but I'm not going to advertise it directly, like on the site, like 50% off or whatever, because you just got to be respectful to the people that buy wholesale and want to make a profit themselves. I can't just undercut them and give everyone a low price when even $40 is still a low price for 20 joints, bro. Like I said, people pay $10, $15, $20 a joint just for one, So how much are these nug rolled or shake? So it has a combination of shake, microbuds, and like some sugar leaves, but it comes off of like super exotic flower. Like, bro, like I have videos on my channel of me like showing the source material, and it's like there's like purple in there. It's like it's really good bud, Like people want to hate on shake or whatever. I guess you could just call it shake, but people want to hate on it. But yeah, the thing is there's no like stems, there's no like garbage in there, bro. It's like the top tier fucking like best shake that you can get. Like you probably couldn't find better shake, bro. So let's see. Can we see them? Yeah, they're right here. You want to see the weed cigs? They're right here. Boom. Very good price for 20 because the regulars bring 10 or 5 rolls. 15-year grower here. Heard about your cigs. Yeah, man. If you guys have any questions about the cigs, let me know. But basically, the reason why I made the weed cigs is just because it's like cool, bro. It's like it's supposed to be not a big deal. Like people were commenting oh, bro, don't buy it. The filter will filter out the THC. Oh, that's so bad. It's like, dude, I mean, you're talking at $1.25 a cigarette, where normally you're paying $10 for a fucking joint, a pre-roll, and you're gonna be tweaking about the filters out like some of the THC. Like it's not even noticeable. Like if you want to like use that logic, don't use a bong, because the bong absorb, like you lose a lot of THC smoking a bong, because the smoke, goes to the side of the glass, goes in the water and shit, like all the resin and shit. Like, all right, then don't smoke bongs because it wastes weed. Or even joints, when you're passing the joint around, there's side stream smoke coming off the cherry that you're losing THC. All right, don't smoke joints then. Like, all right, like, oh, the filter, you're losing THC. Like, bro, it's not that deep, bro. Like, don't be a fiend, bro. Like, oh, I have to rip off the filter to get every little bit of THC. Like, bro, like there's no amount of THC that's getting filtered out that you're not going to get high. Like, you will get baked off of one cig, bro. Like, especially if you have a low tolerance. If you have a high tolerance, you'll need probably like if you have a high tolerance and you smoke a weed cig, you'll be like, oh, that was pretty good. If you smoke another one, you'll be like high. So like, all right, yeah, sure. If you have a high tolerance, you might need to smoke two, but it's really not that deep. The price is priced the way it is to be affordable and not a big deal. It's like, oh, I got to cut the filter off. I got to empty the tube into a bowl to make it last. Like, bro, stop being a fiend. It's like not a big deal. Do I grow? Yeah, I have grown in the past. Last summer, I was growing a bunch of seeds with my buddy. We were growing in Maine, but unfortunately, he passed away. He was actually like kind of a business partner, kind of a vendor. But I would like helped a little bit in the farming process, and he just unfortunately passed away. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird story to talk about. The shake comes from different suppliers on the West Coast. What kind of paper are in it? Are they unbleached? So no, they're just basically regular cigarette papers that like are in any cigarette. So they're not like the raw papers, like the unbleached, raw, like healthy, like papers or whatever. And a lot of people don't like that. They're like, oh, the cigarette paper is like not good or whatever. It's like, dude, all right, yeah. If you want to be like healthy smoking papers, like, all right, go, get some raw papers. But like, this is just supposed to be like a convenient thing. You know what I mean? Like, people that wouldn't mind smoking like a real cigarette, like, oh, just a regular cigarette, but with weed in it now. That's an improvement. You know what I mean? So I've taken the regular cigarette product and I've made my own twist or improvement on it. Yeah, maybe in the future I'll reach out to the raw guy and be like, hey, can we make a version with unbleached papers or something? You know what I mean? Maybe I'll collab with him. And but that just, dude, it already took like a lot of money just to make this one strain. So you have to understand in like business, like this stuff is not easy to launch. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, blah blah blah, I'm gonna just make a version with raw papers, bro. Like, do you know what kind of machinery that would take? You know what I mean? Like, it just, it's a lot more than you think. I mean, dude, think about it. You need the designer to design all this stuff. Then you need the print supplier to manufacture the boxes and all this. Then you need to ship it to the manufacturer. And then hopefully that the print manufacturer who printed the boxes and made the boxes, hopefully these boxes work on the high-speed machinery from the manufacturer. Because if, let's say, it's off by a couple millimeters or something, then it's all, you bought all this product and packaging that's not going to work on the machinery, and you're back to square one. So it's just like, a lot goes into this. I wish it was as simple as like, oh, can you get like unbleached raw papers in the cigarettes? Like, bro, it's like not that easy, bro. Like, you're talking about like adjustments on like $100,000 like cigarette rolling machine. Like, it's like, it's not my expert, and like I don't have enough volume or leverage to like go to my manufacturer and be like, hey, can we do raw papers? Like, I don't buy enough shit from him for him to like take me seriously. You know what I mean? It's just like, you gotta like have leverage, like, let's say I'm buying like 100,000 not cartons, but like 100,000 packs of cigarettes every month from him. He would probably talk to me about making some raw paper, cigarettes packs instead. Then it would be a possibility, because there's money behind it. But I mean, I'm just a small guy, I'm like spending a couple tens of thousands to like launch one strain, you know? It's not like I'm on some like crazy raw paper $100 million company shit. I mean, one day, hopefully. All good, man. You could blend in pretty easy, especially here in Naperville or at work. Naperville, Illinois. Yeah, that's a nice thing about it. Smoking the weed cigs is you basically blend in everywhere. The only thing is it smells really fucking bad. Like not bad, but like smells strong. Like you will basically like no one really looks at you. Like I've smoked it in public all the time and nobody like fucking looks at you. Nobody like I guess if someone's nearby, like I guess because most people that like see me smoking weed cig, I tell them what it is. I'm like, yo, this is weed. So like, but I've never just lit up a cig next to someone that like that I would want to talk to and be like, you know, just smoking next to them, and they never said anything. So, but yeah. Anyways, any other questions about weed cigarettes? But yeah, I think this is gonna be like the next best thing, though. Like, just imagine like you go to BP, like Shell gas station, and then you just like see like a pack of weed cigs like next to like the other cigarettes. Like, wouldn't that be sick, bro? Like that's like I'm trying to like find the vision. I'm trying to fulfill the vision that people just always imagined when they like first started smoking weed when they were younger. Like when it's like, man, I hate buying a gram for $20. Why can't I just go to the gas station and buy a pack of weed cigs? Like, wouldn't that be sick, bro? Like, that's what I'm trying to do, bro. I'm trying to like get these weed cigs just like in the fucking display behind the register. And then people are like, yeah, let me get a pack of weed cigs. Like, I was trying to be like that, you know, like, because my dad like used to smoke cigarettes. He'd always get like, let me get I would always like run to the store for him, and I'd be like, let me get a pack of Marlboro Gold shorts or whatever. You know, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like that buying cigarettes vibes. You know, it's like I want that, but for weed. Like yo, let me get a pack of weed cigs, bro. You know, like I'm trying to like, if that's all it is, bro. It's just a cigarette and weed. I've never like thought a product that is so dope people would hate on it so much, because like on my most recent video there's so many people that just fucking hate on it, bro. It's like, bro, like you're acting like I like insulted your mom and you're like coming at me like you're trying to fight right now. Like, bro, why are you getting triggered over weed in a cigarette? It's like not that deep, bro. You know. That's good though, because it looks like a cigarette. This is why you are the GOAT. This industry needs more innovation. I mean, the fact that like putting weed in a cigarette is innovative is like funny to me, because it's like it's just weed in the cigarette, bro. It's like anyone could have thought of that. I think that's why people get pissed off by it, because they're like, oh, like weed in a cigarette, like, oh, you think you're doing something different? That's not even that different. I could have thought of that. Well, why didn't you do it then? You know, that's why they're mad, because everyone could have thought of it, but no one did it. You know, I was the one that did it. So like, and yeah, like I said, some dispensaries tried to do it, but like, is there any name brands that like sell weed cigs? Can you name me? It's like, oh, you're not the first one to do it. Okay, can you name me one super popular brand like that sells weed cigs? Like if you ask someone what's the top paper brand, you're gonna be like Raw Papers, right? If you say what's the top vape brand, you're gonna say Geek Bar or Juul, right? It's like you know what the fuck that is if you like if you're in that, you buy those type of products. If you say what's the best weed cigarette company, you're gonna say Weed Cigs. I can't think of any other company that sells weed cigs that's like even well known. So if you tell me, oh, you're not the first person to make weed cigarettes, well, I'm the first one to make it nationally and commercially available in all smoke shops across America, and it's already selling pretty good. Like I said, if you say what are the best, or what are the top cigarette companies of tobacco? Marlboro, Camel, fucking. That's really the top two that I could think of. American Spirits, right? That's a new one, or newer, relatively speaking. So basically, I'm just trying to make one of the first weed cigarette brands. I'm not trying to monopolize anything. People think I'm like, oh, you're the corporatization of weed. You're like evil. You're greedy like the tobacco companies, because they automatically associate the cigarette with like greedy capitalism or something like that. It's like, bro, I still like small business. Like, people can try to make their own weed cigarettes and try to compete with me and try to make better weed cigarettes. I'm like, why don't you? Why are you getting mad? Why don't you make a better version? Like, oh, that's bad. The filters out the THC. All right, make your own weed cigarette then, bro. See how well it sells. Like, try to compete with me. Like, are you gonna just like complain? Like, and then there's people trying to, like, people are like commenting, oh, where do I find this? I want to buy this. Like, where can I find these weed cigarettes? And then there's like people in the comments like, oh, don't buy it. Google it. The THC gets filtered out. Oh, there's boof in there. It's like, dude, don't knock it till you try it, bro. Like, why are you mad? If you're mad, start your own cigarette company, bro. Like, start your own company. See how easy it is, bro. See how much people complain to you now. Okay, let's see in here. We're gonna read some comments. I just started a THCa flower business. What's your best advice doing it by himself with only 4,000 credit limit at the moment? This is a side note. I do some mentoring where I help people start their own online, hemp stores. And I usually tell them, well, if they want to work with me, I tell them wait till you have $15,000 saved up, because if you're starting with less than that, first of all, you're not going to get approved for credit card processing. So that if you don't have that, you're screwed. And then second of all, even if you do get approved, like, you need money for product and packaging and all this. So I would say save up $15,000, and then if you need help, like getting credit card processing, because it's really hard to get credit card processing, you need an account backer, like someone with previous history. You either need previous history processing like other products online, like whether it be e-commerce, drop shipping, like Shopify, you want to show them you have history, or you need like a referral from someone like me. Because, dude, I first started this business in 2018 for hemp. I didn't get an account for 2 years. I couldn't get approved for CBD flower until I got a referral. So yeah, that's my advice. Reach out to me. I'm honestly not taking mentoring clients right now just because I've been so busy with weed cigs, but anyone who signed up on my mentoring program wants to work with me one-on-one, I will send everyone an email when I have more free time. And then you can schedule a call with me so we can see if it's a good fit to work with me. But my advice is, if you are serious about it, save up like 15K and then join my email list. They sell them all over in the dispensaries. Yeah, but there's not a single brand that someone can say, like, it's this dispensary thing. Because in California, you have XYZ brands. And then in California, you have, or what am I saying? Did I say that wrong? Let's say in Illinois, for example, dispensaries, they have ABC brands. And then in California, they have XYZ brands. And then Florida, they have, 1, 2, 3 brands. It's all like different brands. There's no centralized brand. And like, there's no big brand, like Raw Papers. It's all across the country. Like weed cigs, it's going to be all across the country, bro. Like, I have no doubt that like every smoke shop is gonna want to sell this, and they will sell that. Like, dude, my distributor in Illinois, they already like sold 100 cartons in a month, bro. Like, I have no doubt that's gonna go up from here. I have no doubt that more. So basically, these weed cigs are already in some stores in the Midwest right now. I don't know which ones. I wish they told me, so I could like go in there and like take pictures, because it would be like cool, like social proof to show you guys that this is already being sold in stores. Have you heard anything about them trying to ban it here in Illinois? I mean, dude, they're trying to ban it everywhere. I'm not like really worried about it, because every time they try to ban it, there's a lawsuit where a small business sues them, and then it becomes unbanned. Really, the only places it really successfully gets banned is in places where like it's a really small population state where like there's not enough people to fight it, like where they're not making enough money for them to really like fight it in a lawsuit. Or even like a place like California, there's so many dispensaries already that people just don't care. Like, we're in a state like Illinois or Texas, there's a lot more stake in small businesses, right? There's 5,000 like smoke shops in Texas. And then also the dispensaries in Illinois like are so expensive that so many smoke shops undercut it, that like there would be a lawsuit. So I'm not really worried about it. I just do think people don't make weed cigs because it's expensive. So, okay, you think people don't make weed cigs because it's expensive. Well, that's why I made weed cigs, because I found a way to make it not expensive. because they would. It's not even the fact that it's expensive. It's the fact that people, companies want to sell pre-rolls for fucking $10 a joint. They'd rather send a They'd rather sell you a $10 pre-roll that you buy every single day instead of a pack of weed cigs that lasts you a whole week. You know what I mean? Like, and this is not expensive, bro. Like $25 a pack. That's $1.25 a joint. It's not a lot, bro. Versus $10 a joint that you buy every day. So I'm trying to like help the consumer here. Like people try to hate on me, like, oh, like weed cigarettes, you're evil, bro. Like, bro, I'm trying to help you save money, bro. Like I'm not trying to like make you like get fucked over. Like what the fuck? Like why are people hating? That's so ridiculous. All right, let's read some of these comments right here. Thanks for answering, bro. I did fill out the mentor slip, so I hope to hear from you. Yeah, just sign up on the mentor thing, and I will get back to everyone as soon as I can. It's just like I said, I've been super busy with this brand right now, and I guess that's a good thing, right? Wouldn't you want to work with someone that's actually busy making money in the actual business instead of just trying to sell you a course, right? But I do help people from time to time when I have more free time. Yeah, but any more Q&A, drop it now. Drop in the comments. What do we have? 10 viewers on here? 11 viewers. But yeah, guys, do you have to pay the weed tax on these? No, it's just regular sales tax. That's what's nice about hemp is that for weed, like, I mean, some states have a hemp tax, but it's pretty rare. But with the weed tax, it's just like in Illinois, it's like what, 30% or something insane. Where with hemp, it's just like a regular sales tax. So you don't like pay like all these crazy amounts. But all right, guys, I think I'm get out of here. So it was good talking to you guys. If you have, if you want me to do more lives like this, just like the video and whatnot. What's the difference between hemp and weed? There is no difference. Hemp is just a legal wordplay to sell regular weed through a loophole, essentially. So when we call THCa hemp, it's just wordplay, so we could sell weed legally without a $1 million cannabis license. So yeah, it's not like a genetic difference, unless, I mean, obviously you have CBD flower, which is different, but in my opinion, that has nothing to do with hemp versus weed. It's like, in my opinion, CBD flower, THCa flower, hemp and marijuana are just legal distinctions. It has nothing to do with the actual chemicals in the plant, at least in terms of like the real world applicable use. You know what I mean? All right, guys, peace out. Have a great Sunday.